Hey, what is up everybody? This is Stevie Breach coming to you here. This was going to be a spoiler video, but it seems as if WWE has already put this news out there on their main website as well as on their Twitter. But coming out of NXT, Asuka has relinquished her NXT championship. This is, of course, the NXT title that she won from Bayley the weekend of WrestleMania 32, holding that title all over, well over a year and a half, over 500 days. There was talk earlier in the year of Asuka breaking Goldberg's winning streak, of having a longer streak without a loss. I can honestly tell you that looking back at when Asuka signed out of Japan to come to NXT, to me, honestly, it didn't really make any sense. But then again, I had never seen Asuka wrestle. I honestly didn't even know how to say her name. If you go back and watch some of the early videos talking about her making her debut in NXT, I think I called her Asuka. It was the way that I thought that it was supposed to go down. And it took me a long time to be able to figure it out. I can remember WrestleMania 32 weekend when she won the championship, knowing that she was going to win it, but rooting that she wouldn't, just not wanting to see Bayley win it. Just recently, I watched the updated special on Breaking Ground, where it talked about WrestleMania 32 weekend with a lot of the people from NXT, Bayley losing the championship, and even though she wasn't called up until well after the draft, she wasn't even drafted on the draft special. Her feeling like she had lost something that was inside of her. The NXT championship really meant something. And she was never able to win that back. But Asuka, took on all comers. It even got to a point where NXT hadn't rebuilt the women's division yet, and they actually had to go out and get Mickie James to wrestle her at the NXT TakeOver special in Toronto. Then they started having a few women's matches where it was like fatal 4-ways, 2-on-1, 3-on-1, throwing all sort of different things at her. I can honestly tell you that the NXT women's division now with Asuka being gone is really gutted. I don't want to take away from, Peyton Royce and a lot of the other girls that are there. The girl from Sanity, Chick Kick, who used to make videos here in the YWC on YouTube, and a few other girls that are there. But, it doesn't seem like it was that long ago when you had Charlotte, you had Sasha, you had Bayley. Just tons and tons of very talented women. And I think that NXT will get there again. Just needs to be able to find a place to put them. Even when Charlotte was on her streak, Nikki Bella was on her streak, AJ was on her streak, it almost felt like, when somebody goes for that long and is beating everybody, they don't want to put anybody up on their level because of how high they're trying to push them and make them look, that it sort of makes it seem like the women's division isn't as good as it once was. So, I guess we'll have to sit back, make the guesses if she's going to, go to Raw or if she's going to go to SmackDown. I think that honestly, sitting here at this place, I think she's going to go to SmackDown. But then again, they have Charlotte, who doesn't really have a spot to be at. But then again, Charlotte versus Asuka could be a dream match that they could show us, because we've been sort of waiting for something to come for both of those girls in a while. So, and maybe they don't need to have the title to have that big match. So we'll see. Counting down the days to seeing when Asuka debuts on the main roster.